Check, 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 check. One, 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 two. Damn. Stop the violence. Wake up. Okay, we didn't even get the show started yet. And all right. Greetings, fam. Greetings. Thank you very much. Of course, y'all already know this is Professor Griff, and of course, this is the masses. The masses right here on Black Power Media Reloaded. All right, shout out to everyone that's joining me on this very awkward kind of Tuesday, because it's selection day and a lot of people are not by their phones, not by their computers, and they're just out ripping and running, trying to make it to the polls. All right, we're gonna not me but you, I'm going to try to encourage you to break down some of these things that are happening not only in the news but in the news right in front of our faces, so we can kind of get some things straight as we kind of talk. Hope y'all don't mind. In any event, shout out to everyone that's checking in. Give me a minute, fam. Let me see what's going on over here on Instagram. I'm in the mood. I'm in the mood to block some people today because I see some of y'all are doing the same old dumbass shit that you've always been doing, never learning from your mistakes. Your ass is damn near, you up in age and you still doing the same silly Negro stuff. Anyway, but hey, you got to pay that price, not me. Anyway, all right, fam. If you are not out at the polls, and if you're not getting your energy drained by the selection that's going on, if you're not sitting in front of your TV and getting bombarded with the vicious, treacherous, diabolical, demonic news cycle, which is controlled by a handful of people, all right? Study the book Media Monopoly. And I think it's, if I'm not mistaken, Ben Bedikian. Right? So study who controls the media. Study a media chart. All right? As we dive into this particular subject today. And today we're going to be talking about no party politics. There are a large group of people that have come to their senses that's not participating in these demonic rituals. I'm very surprised at religious people. We talked about the Christians yesterday, not the Christians as far as all of them are doing that. So let me get that right. We just talk about Christians in general. Are you following your Christian morals, principles, beliefs in the way you do things? Or are you caping and following what's going on with the Democratic Party or the Republicans? All right? Because as you know, they're the same people. All right? So we might as well get that straight now. All right? So anyway, let's start it off like this. If you can, if you have the ability to, and I'm sure you do, if you have your phone in your hand, I need you to look up, let me see. Maintaining the illusion. Maintain the illusion of choice. Can we do that? Maintaining the illusion of choice. Maintaining the illusion of choice. I'm going to look it up also. Maintain the illusion of choice. Okay. All right. I think I found it. I'm just going to share my screen so most of you can kind of see it. All right. And then we'll dive back into some other things. Maintaining the illusion of choice. What is the illusion of choice that I'm talking about? It seems like, I think it was Who was it said that the more things change, the more they stay the same? Dr. Amos Wilson. The psychology of I can't pull it to mind, and I can't put my finger on it right now, but it was Dr. Amos Wilson. The more things change, the more they stay the same. All right. This idea of the illusion of choice, to make you think that you are actually really truly getting something out of participating in this process that you are participating in today. And I'm not throwing it out there saying you, like I'm talking to you, but you know some people that are participating in this particular ritual that's going on today. Unbeknownst to them, they don't really truly know the real reason why they're participating in the ritual. But most people think they have the choice to be free to select the individual that they feel like they want to vote for because that individual's policies align with theirs. And only thing I'm asking you to do is take those policies and set them aside, set them beside your, I don't know, let's start off basic, your goals. Then let's get a little deeper, your morals, your principles, your beliefs. Let's set those policies next to all of those particular things as far as you as an individual, and let's see what we come up with. Then would you still make the choice knowing that's an illusion, knowing that things are really not going to change unless it change to benefit the system? You see, and I need you to write this down. This ain't nothing deep. This ain't no shit to put on no t-shirt. I'm just saying plain, basic, and simple. Your belief in the system is the thing that keeps the system the system. Can somebody write that down and repeat that back to me so everybody can see it? It's your belief in the system that keeps the system the system. It's your belief in the system that props up the system, that keeps the system well maintained, well lubricated. So until you grow up and change those particular behaviors that you have, some say, well, I just voted out of because it's a habit. Stop lying. So this is a habit for every 4 years for you? Your belief in the system is what keeps the system alive. Thank you very much. That's an easier way to say it. Sensei Haru. Us. All right? Your belief in the system is what keeps the system alive. The more you believe in the system, the more the system is like the more you feed it, the bigger it grows and gets. It's like I gave you the analogy of the fat, white, sloppy dude that was behind the curtain in the movie The Wizard of Oz. So you might think you're seeing double, but as long as you keep believing in the system is going to grow. That system will keep you locked in. I was trying to find something in particular that I had saved. You know, you wake up 2, 3 in the morning because you got an idea. It wasn't music for me this time. I had an idea on some things. I just said to myself, wow, let me save that. Sat up in the bed, tried to save it. Woke up in the morning, gone. It was gone. Sorry. Maintaining the illusion, the system. See what it does. See what it says. Let's see what George called.
We like war. We're a warlike people. We like war because we're good at it. And you know why we're good at it? Because we get a lot of practice. This country's only 200 years old, and already we've had 10 major wars. We average a major war every 20 years in this country, so we're good at it. And it's a good thing we are. We're not very good at anything else anymore. Huh? Can't build a decent car. Can't make a TV set or a VCR worth the fuck. Got no steel industry left, can't educate our young people, can't get health care to our old people, but we can bomb the shit out of your country, all right?
Wow.
Especially if your country is full of brown people.
Wow.
That's our new job in the world, bombing brown people. Iraq, Panama, Grenada, Libya, you got some brown people in your country. Tell them to watch the fuck out, or we'll goddamn bomb them. Well, when's the last white people you can remember that we bombed? Can you remember the last white? Can you remember any white people we've ever bombed? The Germans, those are the only ones, and that's only because they were trying to cut in on our action. They wanted to dominate the world. Bullshit, that's our fucking job. And you probably noticed I don't feel about that war the way we were told we were supposed to feel about that war, the way we were ordered and instructed by the United States government to feel about that war. My mind doesn't work that way. I got this real moron thing I do. It's called thinking.
Right.
And I'm not a very good American because I like to form my own opinions. I don't just roll over when I'm told to. Sad to say, most Americans just roll over on command. Not me. I have certain rules I live by. My first rule, I don't believe anything the government tells me. Nothing. Zero.
Question everything.
Nope.
Question everything.
And I don't take very seriously the
This is
media
George
or the
Carlin
press in this
speaking.
country, who in the
George
case of
Carlin.
the Persian Gulf War were nothing more than unpaid employees of the Department of Defense, and who most of the time function as kind of an unofficial public relations agency for the United States government. So I don't listen to them. I don't really believe in my country. And I gotta tell you folks, I don't get all choked up about yellow ribbons and American flags. I consider them to be symbols, and I leave symbols to the symbol-minded.
Woo. He leaves symbols for the symbol-minded. Wow. Let's go. All right.
I was just convinced from that point onwards that their word does not mean anything. And that it is not about a vote as such, but it is about an agenda that they're there to kind of like, carry out, regardless of what the plankton think. Us being the plankton, us people on the ground.
I am to some degree, man, because it's that thing that they don't. No one gets where they are.
Not about the vote, it's about the
a lot of
agenda.
handshakes,
You're not
and it's a hand bigger than
part
theirs.
of the system.
And
that you
don't get me
can-
wrong, I'm not in any way.
All right, they want to make you a debt slave.
Yeah, they're all ultimately complicit. If we're going to go into like Labour voting territory, though, like the only reason I vote for Labour, and the only reason I would do that is to stop people who were going to be complicit with I see as being more damaging forces, and unnaturally.
All right. No, so let's understand the dynamics. So if you're voting and you're made to believe in the process, and the process has already been determined by those that are in power, and you don't know the agenda, what are you really truly participating in then? What are you truly participating in?
The person who gets the most votes wins. Let's talk about this. In the US, we basically have two choices in elections. And listen, it's not going amazing.
Government shutdown.
Split Congress. Great divide.
Cannot agree.
Too polarized. Big majorities don't want either one of them running.
Big majorities of us actually don't want the two-party system at all. We want more options. But a lot of the time, we actually do have more options.
Thank you.
It's just that when it comes time to vote for them, we mostly don't. We kind of can't. In our system, voting for a third party helps the party you least agree with. It's just a protest vote. But there's a way we could make it more than that. We just need to take a closer look at this. New England, the northeastern region of the US. About 15 million people live here.
We're only going to play
These
2 minutes.
6 states send 21 representatives to Congress. And in the 2022 congressional elections, 36% of voters here voted for Republicans. But none of this region's 21 representatives are Republicans.
It means that the perspective of the New England Republicans, who have historically been fiscally conservative and more socially progressive, is not reflected in Congress.
This is because of the way we elect representatives to Congress, where every representative comes from a different district. Each district holds its own election, and in each election, the person who gets the most votes wins. These are winner-take-all elections, and they produce this result all over the country. Take the state of Oklahoma. Oklahoma has 5 congressional districts. It votes 1/3 Democratic. It has no Democratic representatives. And before we start blaming gerrymandering for this, in other words, the shape of these districts, in Massachusetts, which I admit does look kind of gerrymandered,
So
a group of
somebody-
independent mapmakers
somebody-
looked at this
gerrymandering,
situation,
swing
and
states,
they tried to draw new district maps that would give Republicans some representation here.
redistricting,
They found that though there are more ways of building a districting plan than particles in the galaxy, every single one would produce a 9-0 Democratic delegation.
So we have to understand the
And now imagine
that they are using. All right, here we go.
One of the things he was most concerned about was technology. In his book, The Technological Society, he warned us that our addiction to technique, in other words, the idea that by following a particular set of steps, we could get rid of any problem, was going to actually steal our humanity, our creativity, most of all, our freedom. In his book, The Political Illusion, he kind of expressed the same concern about political technique, that by the application of politics, we were going to lose those same things, creativity and especially freedom. So what did he mean by political illusion? Well, essentially, the political illusion was this idea that we could reduce every problem to a political one, and therefore every solution to every problem was also political. Another way of
Well, you have a point there because everything is political. It depends on how you understand politics. Politics given to you by the same people that invented this idea of politics will never, ever educate you to the degree where you understand the game. They're not going to educate, quote unquote, they're not going to put you up on game. End of the story. They're not going to do that. Some were saying earlier this morning there's a low turnout for voters, mainly because of what that gentleman was just talking about a few minutes ago. People are voting online. People had early voting. Voting opened up, I think, a week ago or something. I'm not sure, in certain places around the country. So it's very critical that a lot of people that, that I've seen, they just don't want to be the ones to stand in the long lines. Let's go back to George Carlin again and this control that the system has over people. All right, we'll talk. Let's talk.
Already we've had 10 major wars.
Well, not that one. Not that one. Hold on, fam. Not that one. Hold on. I wanted to talk about the illusion of choice because a lot of times people will argue with you out of ignorance and don't necessarily respect what you've already know and what you've already studied, what you've already talked about.
Boy, everyone in this country is always running around yammering about their fucking rights. I have a right. You have no right. We have a right. They don't have a right. Folks, I hate to spoil your fun, but there's no such thing as rights, okay? They're imaginary. We made them up, like the boogeyman. The Three Little Pigs, Pinocchio, Mother Goose, shit like that. Rights are an idea. They're just imaginary. They're a cute idea. Cute. But that's all. Cute and fictional. But if you think you do have rights, let me ask you this. Where do they come from? People say, well, they come from God. They're God-given rights. Oh, fuck, here we go again. Here we go again. The God excuse. The last refuge of a man with no answers and no argument. It came from God. Anything we can't
of a man with no answers and no argument. The refuge of a man with no answers. You have no answers. Therefore, you have no argument. What are you even arguing about? If it was already laid out, the only thing you could probably do is just agree and go back and study and then come back. All right? What do you think? Who do you think will win as president, Professor? You know something? I was having a conversation. Hold on for a second. Let me stop sharing this. 1 second. I was having a conversation with a gentleman from overseas, and he asked me that very same question. He's just way beyond the selection and all of that stuff that you talk about, Griff. Way beyond, you knowing. Like, just your gut feeling, who do you think is going to be the next president of the United States? So can I answer that and be very transparent and honest and just kind of like upfront with everyone on here? Since you asked the question, Blue Lights 22. Is that cool? I'm waiting for somebody to give me the thumbs up, peace sign, black power fist, something. Let me know if it's cool to have that conversation with y'all. I'll wait for a minute. Just let me know if it's cool. Because if it's not cool, then we won't have that discussion. Good. Either way, good. Someone said, yep, cool. Someone said, have it. Cool. All right, so my gut feeling, deep down in my gut, connecting the dots, as it swirls around in my head, and me sitting back saying, okay, I see what's happening. Kamala Harris is going to be the president of the United States of America. And you say, well, how did you come to that conclusion, Professor Griff? Well, 2 attempts on Donald Trump's life, all of the charges levied against him. He's bucking the system. All right. Challenging the deep state, who you don't know who those individuals are. Someone said, when I talk about the elites, people think I'm talking about the Democrats. Stop that. That's foolish. You need to press the pause button and think a little bit deeper. All right. Let me tell you something. These people's allegiance and loyalty don't lie with a Republican Party or a Democratic Party. They don't have party allegiance. They don't. Their Masonic allegiance is a lot deeper than their party allegiance. Their family tree, their family structure, who they're related to, what's the overall agenda, the backwoods, backdoor, secret meetings in Bohemian Grove and some other places, Trilateral Commission, Council on Foreign Relations, all these meetings that you're not invited to. This is where they decide for the next 8 to 16 years, who's going to be the presidents that's going to run the company, the corporation called America. You heard me right. And I doubt that I'm going to be wrong. The numbers are adding up. Not the poll numbers, because that's child's play. That's child's play. They're going to make a point to prove to you that they're in control by making Kamala Harris, who has enough fucking brains to fit on a fucking head of a pin. They're going to make her the president. And then Walsh, keep your eye on him. How old is he? About 90? Keep an eye on him, because if anything happens to her, he now becomes the president of the United States of America. I'm going to say this, and I give a rat's ass on how you take it, but you need to listen. Not because it's coming from me. Someone else has said it also. They don't give a damn about the presidency like you think they do. They want someone in that seat that they can control. The vast majority of leaders around the world, around the globe, do not respect women in leadership. This is not a Barack Obama talking point. They don't respect a woman in leadership. Notice how I'm pausing, giving you time to process that. And then on top of that, they don't respect someone that's already showing signs of not being the president for all of the people, but sending a signal to the military-industrial complex, the prison-industrial complex. Who are the people that put out the Global Report 2000 and Project 2025? They made you think it was Donald Trump, but you silly and foolish as hell. You believe any goddamn thing. You still believe in goddamn Santa Claus and the fucking Easter Bunny. So, Jabril, not counting Donald Trump out, but I'm saying to the Heritage Foundation, thank you. And someone mentioned the Hegelian dialectic principle. Thank you very much. We have to keep an eye on these kind of organizations which funnel in billions of dollars to effect the election. What is going to be the global policy that they've already laid out, put it in front of you, but you saw a couple of TikTok posts and Instagram posts and you thought that was just that, and then on to the next thing. No. You don't do that, because you're probably the only one that's that's listening to me right now. You're probably the only ones without an infrastructure. You're probably the only ones without a plan B. You're probably the only ones with no stockpile of weapons to protect yourself, no stockpile of food to feed your damn self, no one in the halls of Congress to speak up and out for you, for your rights. All right? The Agenda 21, 2030. Thank you. Ross Kofi, thank you. Jimmy Carter and the Global Report 2000 proceeded. Hold on. You think they put these damn reports out to the president in behalf of the president? You think they just do this because they don't have nothing to do on their goddamn lunch break? Listen, I do not claim to be the smartest one in the damn room. Trust me, I'm not. Hard Work Players Incorporated. The project is designed for the future. Guess what, Mr. Hard Work Players Inc.? The future is now. The future is now. Yes, and that did happen, Mr. Michael Kahn. World War I, II, and III was already planned by Albert Pike. Now, if I was to stop right here, Michael Kahn, and ask the whole audience, who is Albert Pike? Can we answer that question? I'm not challenging your intellect. Like I said, I'm not the smartest one in the room. I'm not the sharpest knife in the drawer. Oh, I love you too. Who is Albert Pike and what is he responsible for? Okay, you can say he's a Mason, but thank you. Someone said morals and dogma. Now we're getting close. He's a Mason and he gave us morals and dogma. What was in the book Morals and Dogma as it relates to who we are as a people? See, a lot of y'all walking around thinking that you're an American. Therefore, your vote counts. Well, let me just ask you a simple question. What makes you an American? Oh, trust me right now, fam. If I go online, I can see people lining up at the damn polls. For real. No. Albert Pike was a Satanist. similar to Aleister Crowley. Thank you. So if you have Satanists, right? If you have these people that's running the world and making laws, tapping into Satanists and getting instructions from Satanists, how do you think this world is going to end up? Andros, ANDROOZ. Thank you. I feel the same damn way. But not our, there. I'm telling you, family, y'all better start thinking in terms of survival. Because I'm telling you, once they announce that Kamala Harris has enough electoral votes, but because Donald Trump may get the vast majority of the popular vote, but they're still going to vote her in as, I believe, the 47th president of the United States of America. All right. What do you think white people are going to do? How do you think they're going to take that? Schmeier, 1, 2, 3. You're absolutely correct. A big change and a shift is coming. Yeah, let me tell you what we need to start doing if we haven't did it. Clear your circle of friends out. All right? Only rock with people that got your back and that understand you. That you ain't got to debate and argue with all goddamn day. I can see the healthy debate, the healthy argument in the barbershop or wherever, but come on, fam. 8, 9 hour discussions, them people are not for you. Because now you're in a position that you got to convince them of some things. And you don't need to be doing it. You should be doing other things more progressive. Clear your circle of friends out. All right? And I'm going to just tell you straight up, it may sound kind of me using ebonics or slang, man, but only rock with people that's about that life, for real. Damn. You said the feds issued a statement saying that they are locked and loaded and ready on the news yesterday. Locked and loaded and ready for what, though? I'm just saying, fam. Why would I vote for either party when I understand how this system is ran? When I know the presidency is nothing but a puppet seat and it's being controlled by whoever. You see, you got to play however the people that pay want you to play. And once you don't play by their rules, the agenda, once you break away from the script, guess what happened? Ask Ronald Reagan, who broke from the script. Ask JFK, who broke from the script. Need I say more? Thank you very much, M71. Protect yourself and your families. It's time to go into survival mode. How the hell could you claim that you was in Professor Griff's circle and you didn't know how to arm yourself and defend yourself? All right, you don't know CPR. All right, you're not eating one meal a day. All right, you still watching? Does Love and Hip Hop still come on? Or that madness stuff on? No, you can't say you're in my circle and you're doing these things. Yeah, ask Abe Lincoln. Thank you. Someone said, how long have you been doing this now? Kate Redmond. How long have you been doing this now, Griff? I remember watching your lectures on YouTube in 2009. Damn, Kate. It's making me sound old. Damn. But no, I've been doing this for a minute. I am 64 years old now, and I've been speaking like this since I was about 16, 17. I answered the call. Okay, it's all love, Kate. I got you. It's all love. I answered the call from the Creator. When I first heard it, it didn't take much for me. I said, wow, that's what I'm supposed to be doing? Got you. Let me get on my job. So I'm breaking away from the topic. Let me get back on it. No party politics. Who are those individuals that are not voting? What are their politics? Why are they abstaining from voting? I think I might have a clip. Hold on for a second. Hold on. Nope, I don't, but I do have this. The reasons given for not voting. Let's take a look at the reasons people give for not voting, because that would be me. I'm more of the type that want to organize, not overtly organize, because in any revolution that you've ever studied, any time people got together, it was not the masses of the people that got together. It was a small group of people that got together that affected the masses of the people. You see, these kind of movements don't come with a whole bunch of people in the room. It takes a few people to get together to set something in motion. All right. How many people know of the situation going on in Burkina Faso with Ibrahim Traore? By show of hands, can somebody show me, tell me? No? It didn't take a lot of people to put together a coup to overthrow the corrupt government in Burkina Faso so they could take power and begin to do what they need to do for the masses of the people. Deborah Timothy, thank you very much. Really appreciate that. Deborah said, I love you. It's my first time here and you talk straight. I'm tired of the BS. This is urgent. Thank you. We need to act like this is urgent. So I'm giving you things on 3 or 4 different fronts. Number one, make your circle smaller. Get people in your circle that got your back. All right? The whole idea of debating over politics is a trick. That's a distraction. All right? Then number 2, get centered and grounded. Don't listen. Now's not the time for a whole lot of new people to be coming in. All right? Get you together. Get grounded and get centered. All right? 3, move your intellect and your spirit to the point where regardless of who becomes the president, you still got to do you. You still got to survive. You still got to eat. Right? Okay. Then I think last but not least, other than the conversation that you may have at the salon, the barbershop, or wherever you go, yeah, leave that there, man. We have things to do. Leave that there. We just have too many things that we have to do right now for us, because guess what? No one else is thinking about us. We need to start thinking about ourselves. All right? Thank you. So if the vote, whoever you vote for, if their agenda is not about solving Black people's problems, everything from the economy to reparations, everything from education all the way to global political science and what wars they're going to have your children end up in, if they're not speaking to your concerns, then come on, man. Come on. Come on. No. You're not getting my vote. You're not getting my energy. The other day, there was some lady knocked on the door. I'm downstairs now, but I have access to go around and go to the front door, so I guess I kind of startled her. And she had these little pamphlets in her hand Hold on for a second. Let me see if I can find this damn pamphlet real quick. I think I probably threw it away or something. I should have saved it so I could show y'all. It was this big, long, goofy ass, like little flyer, with Kamala's lying ass on there waving, and Barack Obama and Kamala hugging and something. And I'm like, man, I help you. And she was just like, ¿cómo está? And I'm like, no. I said, you speak English? She's like looking at me crazy. So she put two flyers out. One was in Spanish and one was in English. So I took the Spanish one. I don't speak Spanish. So I took the Spanish one. And I'm just looking at it. And then I turned it upside down. Then I looked at it again, and she's just basically like, I was like, you vote, you vote, you vote, you vote. I'm like, why and for who? Then she looked at me kind of crazy. I'm like, lady, yeah. Fly, 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 fly. How did Hannibal Lecter say that? Fly, fly. No. They got people coming to your doorstep. The last person that came to my door was a Jehovah's Witness. You understand what I'm saying? And we don't do that. Well, I just moved into this neighborhood, so I'm not sure what the hell they do over here. I'm just saying to you, that's the last person I ever remember coming to the goddamn door. And I noticed the Jehovah's Witness, they don't come in anymore to talk to you. They stay on the outside. Because the last one I invited in, I locked the door behind them and we talked. But anyway, that's another subject. So, the idea of the no party politics. What is the no party politics? Why are there a vast majority of the people that's not voting? All right. So part of the fraud now, it's on three different levels. A, they usher in a whole bunch of influx of immigrants. Right? Then they register all of them as Democrats. Then they stack the deck. All right. Then they'll go get the whole list of people that didn't vote because they still have your name, and they'll register them as Democrats, stacking the deck yet again. All right. What was the name of the company that got sued for jacking up the elections? Don't quote me on this, family, and maybe y'all can help me. The ones that ran the digital polling machines. Was it Diebold? Diebold? What was the name of the company? I remember having this conversation. Dominion. I was close. Thank you. Diebold is the other company. Thank you. Really appreciate that. Y'all are on it. So my thing is, who controls and runs Dominion? And then how is it that the United States government are able to influence other elections, assassinate leaders, destabilize government, and put puppets on either the throne or in leadership in other countries? And you think they're not doing that here? Family, come on. Wake up, family. Wake up. Wake up. Yeah, there's another company out there that's doing it. I think Dominion is the one that I was trying to remember. So now that the quote unquote immigrants, illegals, are already been registered now, and they're using them to stack the deck on the Democratic side, now they want to get rid of them. Why do you think they let them in the first place? Family, come on. Let's start playing chess. Someone said illegals want to stay. Well, they've been here for a while. The Native Americans and black people were here. Everybody else is illegal. Oh, did I say something wrong? I think I said something wrong. Native Americans, black people, Moors, black people, and whoever else was already here, black people. Everyone else is illegal. Activists look for new ways to get the vote out. Why? Going door to door, all hyped up about Jesus, going door to door trying to get people to vote or get them down to the polls. Let's decode that madness right now. Why you have to go to the poll to vote? What is the significance of the poll? And while we're on decoding, hold on. While we're on decoding, someone came at me yesterday and said that Kamala Harris was sworn in as the VP on 2 Bibles. Can I just ask a basic question without us diving too deep into symbology? Because this is not that talk. This is not that lecture today. Hold on. Let me stop sharing. Hold on. I need to see y'all. Hold on. All right. I need to see what y'all saying. Let's not dive too deep into symbology because we can talk about that on another show. All right. So when they say you're going to the polls, what does that mean? Symbolically speaking, what does that mean to go to the polls? So they said while y'all are doing that, well, to answer your question, the 2 Bibles for what purpose? One was a family member, and one was, I guess, someone else, a grandmother's or something, or someone. That's what somebody tried to feed me. All right, and I didn't want to get too deep with this individual. I think we were on Threads. You know the new app Threads. I was on Threads, right? And I wanted to tell this young lady. I wanted to say, well, how old are you? Because a lot of times people talk to you as though you just woke up like they just woke up. And I wanted to tell her, no. I said, you realize that King James, the one that gave you the Bible, also gave you a book called Demonology? I'm going to sit back on that one and let y'all marinate on that one. Do you know there's a satanic Bible? Thank you very much. I'm glad you said it, Ben Frank. Damn, tricknology. Thank you. Oh, Michael Kahn said, I know. Jamal Davis said, I know. King James wrote Demonology. Do you think that Kamala Harris and what is not the Attorney General, the guy that took Colin Powell's place, black guy, is fostering the war, the one that used to work for the military arms people, the defense contractor. Tuesdays is not my day, fam. What is his name? Let me look it up. But anyway, just because someone tells you that it's 2 Bibles and one is her grandfather's or grandmother's, and you sit back and believe that, I told that individual on Threads, I says, if you believe that shit, I got a damn bridge I want to sell you. Austin Powell is his name? For real? Hold on. You might be right. I'm not saying you're wrong, but name just doesn't sound. Hold on. And so what is the significance? What is the occultic black magic ritual that they're performing by having her put her hand on 2 Bibles? Who is the double-minded man? No, not Eric Holder. Not Colin Powell. It might be Lloyd Austin. Hold on. Y'all are killing me. Hold on. I got to look that up real quick because I got to know what the hell I'm talking about. Excuse me for this delay, fam. No, it's not Austin Powell. Definitely not Austin Powell. I'm looking at all the damn Austin Powell. It's a black man. Nope, not him. Nope. Hold on. U.S. Defense Secretary Lloyd Austin. That's him. Do y'all know this man's history? This man is fostering war all across the globe. You don't know what his last job was? Come on, family, talk to me. We're just having a normal, regular conversation. I'm not. Yeah. Who did he used to work for? You said take my time? Okay, I'm going to try to take my time. I only got a few minutes left on the broadcast, but I'm going to take my time because we're talking about the no party politics. Because there's some people that's just abstaining. Raytheon, thank you. Now, who is Raytheon? And what was Raytheon doing in Yemen? What was Raytheon doing in the Congo? What was Raytheon doing in the Sudan? What was Raytheon doing in Iraq and Iran? Who is Raytheon? Oh, it's two Griffs? Oh, I don't know what that effect is. How do you even get rid of it? Somebody said on Instagram, somebody said there's two of me. Like, well, maybe that's my shadow self. Miltech, making bombs for money. Damn, thank you. Thank you. So y'all know what Raytheon is, what the company is about. All right. Weapons manufacturer. Thank you, Christine. So listen, I'm not saying this to all young people. Before you come on Threads or Instagram or Facebook or wherever you find me and you come with that foolishness, please have your shit together. I'm not saying it because, I'm one of the ones that wrote only a partial book about symbology. I tend to know what the symbology looks like when I see it, especially the one that's blatant right in front of my face on the big screen. Somebody putting their hand on the Bible. What is that ritual? Being sworn in. And then you having to go to the polls. Family, y'all making me talk too much today. Too much daggone thinking. So let me ask y'all a question before I get out of here. Black people, what y'all gonna do? Tomorrow morning when you wake up and they've already selected who they're gonna select, what you gonna do? Black people, what y'all gonna do? Black people, what y'all gonna do? Anybody heard the last poets? I'm sure y'all have. Can y'all finish that last line for me? I said it twice already. Can you finish the last part of it for me? Black people, what y'all gonna do? Black people, what y'all gonna do? And the answer is, or the next part of the phrase is what? Quintessential say when the revolution comes. Nope, that's not the answer, but that's dope. I like that. I'm going to buy another Guard You Now right now. Yep, I had the Guard You Now classes with the sister up north. 5 people attended the class. I still got the names of the people that I'm going to give the free firearms class to on here. I got you. If you want to take the free firearms class, just hit me up at seriousmindsinfo@gmail.com. Serious, SIRIUS, info, pardon me, Serious Minds Info. seriousmindsinfo@gmail.com. The last part of that phrase is, thank you very much, Morris. I was about to tell him and you said it. Thank you. Where you at, Morris? Morris Montgomery said, will the real black people please stand up? My man Morris came through like a fat rat in a cheese factory. Well, family, it's been real. I said I was coming on today so we could talk. Be careful. Sisters, bring it on in. Don't get caught after dark, especially tonight. All right? You might want to do that for the next couple of weeks because these people are not playing. If dude don't get in, it's gonna be some problems. Trust me. For real. All right. All right. It's Professor Griff. Salute. All right. Peace, fam. Love y'all to life. Peace. All right, fam. This is Professor Griff. I got to get out of here. Peace. If y'all have any questions, any comments, my phone number is 678-557-2919. All right. I really appreciate everyone that has participated in this conversation today. We have to become politically astute and politically awake and aware as to what's going on way beyond the election that we call a selection. This is Professor Griff. Peace.